you cheering for in the Super Bowl? Because during the Super Bowl, did you know that 8 million pounds of guacamole are going to be consumed and 14 million tons of chips to go with that? So you're going to want a good guacamole recipe, and I've got it for you. Hi, welcome back. My name is Vicki-Lynne, and this is Cooking Vegan with Vicki. Yes, guacamole is vegan, no matter how you cut it. So let's get at it. The first thing we're going to do is you're going to need my Pico de Gallo recipe. So I'm going to insert it here. Make sure you watch that recipe. Super simple, very easy. It's just tomatoes, onions, jalapeno, some cilantro, lime juice, and a little bit of salt. So I've got our Pico de Gallo. And of course, you're going to need some good avocados. You want them nice and ripe. Sometimes it's hard to tell. You're going to want to feel it. And sometimes it is hit and miss. So let's give it a try and see what we got in this one. So this one is a miss. That's going to happen. Let's move on to the next one. You want to ripen these on the counter. If you come home and yours are not ripe, you can put them in a bag with a banana. And this is a hit. This is beautiful. So what we're going to do, be very careful. Lots of accidents happen with bagels and avocado pits. So you're just going to want to take a very sharp knife, and you're going to want to rock it back and forth on the seed just gently. And then you're going to want to pivot it just slightly to remove the seed. Okay, back and forth. So you get it in there, and then you want to take the seed out. Just be very careful. So the easiest way to do this, I just like to score it just slightly. So you're already kind of chopping it before you even put it in the bowl. All right. Oh, you know what I forgot? It was a little bit of lime juice. But I do have lime juice already in my guacamole, so let's just go with that. So we're going to take our avocado. We're going to put it into a bowl. So can you believe that much guacamole is consumed in one day? Statistics are crazy. That's a lot of guacamole. But don't forget, avocados are a healthy fat. So don't go crazy, but they are a good fat. All right, so these make a great snack. You can get your tortillas baked. If you're trying to save, you can bake your own. You can take your own. And again, that one's a miss. So you should ripen your avocados on the counter, and then once they're ripe, you can put them in the fridge. And that one's another miss. I don't know. These are all misses for me today. Yep, hang on. I always have avocados. Let's see if we can find a couple of hits now. So you're going to want to feel them. They want to feel that they're giving away to your touch. Okay, this one actually feels really good. So once they've ripened on the counter, if you put them in the fridge, that'll make them last longer. Now we have a couple of good ones. There we go. And then that'll stop them from ripening any further for the most part. But that's your cue to start consuming them. And they are great, of course, on avocado toast. If the seed is small, you can just pop it out. There are a ton of different varieties of avocados. There's some really great ones that are in Mexico, but they don't transport very well. They're delicious, but you have to consume them there because they would just not transport well up here. Let me just see if I have one more. I do. I'm going to do 3. And so there's different ways of keeping your guacamole fresh. It's best to make it just before you want to consume it, obviously, because we all know that avocados go bad quickly or turn brown. And that's just oxidization. So it's not going to, they're still going to taste good. They're still good to eat. So you can make it a little bit ahead of time. There are a bunch of different ways to keep them fresh. You can put lime juice all the way around the top. You can cover it with saran wrap. There's been one where you can put a light spray of oil on top. You can put the saran wrap so it touches everything, because basically you just don't want air to get to it. I just think you should make it and consume it. That's my tip to you. Make it, eat it, then you don't have to worry. So these are always best to do. Even for tailgating, I do this right out of the trunk. I make it while we're tailgating. All right, so now we have our avocados, and you're just going to mash them a little bit. So I like to mash, and I also like to have some chunky and some smooth. So you're just going to mash it in the bowl. Now, if you didn't have the Pico de Gallo, you could just chop up a little bit of onion, add some lime juice, but you really do need the Pico. And the Pico de Gallo goes great as a side also. So we're going to just add a little bit of the Pico de Gallo. Now this one is hot. And again, the difference between your Pico de Gallo, whether you have medium, mild, or hot, is how much jalapeno you're putting in or how much of the ribs and seeds you're adding. So the hotter you like it, the more ribs and seeds you should add to it. I'm going to add a little bit more because we're going to make this nice. And then you're also going to want to add a little bit of salt to it because avocados are very bland, so we are going to want to add some salt to this. And let me show you what this looks like. We're going to have this with tortillas. You can have it with pita chips. You can eat this with veggies. You can have this with whatever you want. This is really good on toast too in the morning. There's obviously avocado toast, but why not step it up a notch? And you can also put the pits in. That's another tale that I've heard, is if you put the pits in to your avocado dip, it'll save it from turning brown. But look at that. You have some great avocado dip. If you are enjoying this, don't forget, smash that like button, and don't forget, subscribe to this because I have a ton of Super Bowl recipes coming your way and more vegan recipes. So see you soon, guys. Bye.